Evaluate tangent of 180 degrees without a calculator. First step for all of these is we do want to see what these angles look like. Tangent of 180 degrees starting at our initial side. Here's 90, here's another 90, so our angle actually is right here. So at this point we would draw a triangle to get our reference angle. Triangles connect to the x-axis, but we are on the x-axis right now, so we can't draw a triangle. So when we get in those situations where we can't draw a triangle, we go back to the unit circle and we say, well, I know this point on the unit circle. So what we want to remember is the unit circle has a radius of 1. So because we went to the left 1, this actually is a -1, and the y value is 0. The other thing we want to remember is that the x value matches up with cosine, the y value matches up with sine, and we can keep going from there. Now, this problem actually asks us for tangent. They didn't ask us for sine or cosine, so we have to actually think about this a little bit more. So one thing we can keep in mind, now bear with me on here, is let's say our angle was right here, and then we drew our triangle down. So the distance to the right would be x, the distance up would be y, and if this was theta here, how would we find tangent of theta? So tangent of theta would be the opposite over the adjacent side. So the opposite side actually is a y over the adjacent side, which is x. So we can use that just to help us remember that tangent of theta we can always find by doing the y value divided by the x value. So tangent of 180 degrees equals y divided by x. And here we have a y value and an x value. So 0 divided by -1, and 0 divided by anything is 0. So tangent of 180 degrees equals 0. One thing to just keep in mind, if they had asked for cotangent, we would have found tangent to be 0 over -1, but then we would have flipped it to get -1 over 0. Anytime 0 is in the denominator of a fraction for these, we are going to write undefined as our answer. Cotangent would not be defined for this angle. So just be careful with the zeros, but anytime you need tangent of one of these angles that lands on an axis, just do your y divided by your x from those 4 points on the unit circle.